Local shares enjoyed a handy improvement today with the ASX 200 up by around 33 points, or about 0.5%, which is the best improvement that we have seen in more than a week. But equally important, the atmospherics around the market today were a lot more constructive than we've seen in recent days. As far as the bigger picture is concerned, there is the continuing disquiet around trade and tariffs as far as the US and other countries are concerned. So that's still very much a slow burn as far as market sentiment is concerned. But today we saw mining stocks under pressure. Rio Tinto shares were down by around 3%. Gold stocks got caught up in that. Northern Star was down by around 2%. Energy names were generally higher, even though we saw a big uptick in production from OPEC and non-OPEC countries in the last month. Santos shares today were up by around 1%. Banks were the ones that were doing the heavy lifting. All of the big four up nicely, led by the CBA, which was up by around 1.8%. Elsewhere, A2 Milk was moving ahead on news that they have extended an existing supply agreement with Synlait. This is a new 5-year agreement, so some important security on that front. Wattle Healthcare, incidentally, which has seen a big run up over the course of the last couple of days, having signed an agreement to provide product to a Chinese state-owned entity. Today it was a little bit weaker, having risen by more than 30% in recent days. Elsewhere, Domain was down, even though they announced a new CEO. Formerly, he was the head of Google Australia, New Zealand. Today, we also heard from the Reserve Bank. They left rates on hold for the 23rd month in a row. So that's probably more about their outlook for the global economy. A bit of concern around the trade situation, but they're pretty upbeat as far as the prospects for the Australian economy is concerned, saying that the economy grew strongly in the March quarter, and much of that turns around to the elevated levels of business confidence and also the high levels of infrastructure investment. The Aussie dollar was a little bit firmer today, trading at around 73.7 US cents.